So again, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. This is Ron Jan here in Thailand, and congratulations. Congratulations to the Manchester City ladies. Was reaching 9 points clear on top of the WSL on yesterday. For instance, absolutely fantastic, amazing. I will toast you with some milk, or some of my milk, some of my Thai milk. Yeah. So congratulations to the Man City ladies, absolutely amazing job, a really good. A sign of champions, as I'm just about to read. Brilliant. Beating Lionesses 2-1 yesterday at the Copperjax or whatever stadium, full of players from other sides coming to watch Manchester City, Chelsea. I saw a few others from other different sides, which was a kind of is a credit to actually where Manchester City are at the moment, and in the WSL. I remember when I was listening to Andree his first press conference, and he had a few questions in the normal, and then they went to Zoom, and then a few questions, and I think he was finishing for about 10 minutes or so, and he went, "Is that it? Okay, good. Okay, I'm off." And his last press conference went over 20 minutes. So, for instance, and I think that's the where Manchester City now are. And the mere fact that a lot of players from other WSL teams are coming to watch the Manchester City, shows you exactly where we are right now. So so even though, for instance, we unfortunately lost against lucky Chelsea in the League Cup, that, for instance, being 9 points clear of the WSL, I think we're getting a lot of respect from a lot of players, and a lot of media kind of like, let's have a look at Manchester City, which I don't think they would have done so earlier in the year. I think, for instance, for Man City weren't favourites, so I think it was Chelsea, of course, Arsenal, United. I think they were above us, and before us, because they're all in the Champions League, blah 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 blah, and but way we've responded, bringing Andree in, bringing the new players in, players coming back from injury, which is probably the biggest thing to me. For instance, one of the biggest things, because we did have a lot of the squad what we got from last year, but we also added like Emma Beanie, etc. So, for instance, now Sam Kovic, and the mere fact that, for instance, we are now for instance, it's a knitted squad and a determined squad to win, and they were very upset losing against lucky Chelsea, for instance, this week. Lauren Hemp was saying, so the mere fact that, for instance, we've rebounded back and to win in the style where we did, etc. It was like 93-20 all over again. You're like, where Boney? So yeah, absolutely. Ooh, I thought we'd never go in. I thought, at least 7 points clear, that's not too bad, and then going at 9 points clear was brilliant. Yeah, strange really, because Arsenal played against the Rags, and they're 4 points clear of Man City. Man City go down to 4 points. The boys, the guys, and if Arsenal would have won, they would have been 4, 5, 6, 7 points clear, etc. And I thought, and then when it 2-2, and I thought, it's only 5 points, it's not that bad. And then of course it was back down but just kept down to 4 because the Rags scored the last minute goal. So, but again. And this is the excitement of football, it's the excitement of the WSL and the Premier League, and it's brilliant. So yeah, really delighted. I'm really happy. I didn't see much. Again, we need more coverage of the WSL. I really do. I really struggle for getting coverage and responses, etc. For instance, of the WSL. But we do really need a lot more. Coverage of it. The media definitely got to pay attention to the WSL a little bit more than what they do. Anyway, but let's have a quick look at the what the BBC had to say before I go on to City. So let's go with the lineups. So we started with we started with Sita in goal, basically the same team really. Kasparai, Rose, Kanak, Greenwood. Binnington, Brown, Hazagawi, Kerolin, Miedemeier and Hemp, and Bunny up front. On the bench, substitutions, and Beanie, Clinton, Coffey, Coombs, Keating, Lowenham, Murphy, Ozabi and Pryor. So at least These Bean was the match official. Anyway, so yeah, City play 4-2-3-1 as per usual. So yeah, but let's have a look at the stats. So the stats were basically because again, for instance, City came in fairly confident of actually beating Lionesses, pure and simple, London, etc. Because of we beat them 4-1 earlier at the Josie Stadium. But I also felt that, for instance, they've got a bit better. Kind of actually tipped them in the beginning of the season to be in my top 6 of where they're going to finish. And I think they're going to finish, not too far behind either. So where are they in the table? Yeah, they are 8th at the moment, etc. So they would have won yesterday, 16, 18. Yeah, they're going to go above Brighton. So, but anyway, so but let's have a quick look. So, so the overall possession, Man City have most of the possession, 68.5%. Typical City team. London City won 31.5. Shots on off target, 12 by Lionesses, 15 by Manchester City. 3 on target and 4 by Man City. So it was a pretty damn close game, I thought, to all through. We were better in the first half, they were better in the second half. Yeah, so they deserved their goal, and great goal they had, but I thought overall, so for instance, I thought Man City overall deserved to win the game. Touches inside the opposition box, London City had 25, City had 30. So for instance, substitutions, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's go into the game and reports. Okay, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me just read. So, Kitty Buddy Shaw late on as Man City beat London Lionesses, moved 9 points clear on top of the WSL. Shaw pronounced onto a loose ball in the box on the 86th minute, smashing it into the empty net to secure the 12th consecutive win for the league leaders as they increased their advantage over the reigning champions Chelsea in the title race. After hitting their woodwork twice in the first half, Isabel Goodwin fierce net post strike midfield through the second half seemed to earn them a deserved point for London City in their first home league outing under their new head coach Ed Mestre. Okay. However, City showed their resolve of would-be champions with a late Shaw goal. Man City boss Andree urged his player to be humble, even though, for instance, they had, though Chelsea's head coach Sonia Bombastin said the WSL tackle has probably been gone for her side. I'm not buying that from her. Chelsea also are the visitors to the Josie Stadium on Saturday. Exactly, that's what we've got. We've got the Josie Stadium, 4:30 kick-off. Be there, be square, or maybe don't be square. For instance, next Sunday, I would love to be there. I'll be watching it. It's a good thing from here. And if you've got opportunity to go to next to support the ladies next week, I'm sure there'll be going to be a great crowd. But do so. And the victory for Yeglitz sides would have put them 12 points clear ahead of the current champions. Of course, they will beat Chelsea. There's lots of games left, although all teams will find different ways to challenge us. There's a lot of games, Yeglitz says. Exactly, we've got to stay humble. The situation is fantastic for the team, and for me also, because we deserved it. We have done great this season so far. We just need to keep on going and to be humble in the situation and keep going, keep doing what we have been done so far. Winger Kerolin has broken the deadlock in the 11th minute for the visitors, racing on to a neat through ball from Video Niedermeyer before slotting a low finish beyond Elletti. So yeah, she seems to be doing that a lot, our Kerolin, doesn't she? She got player of the match as well. Goodwin then twice stuck the frame in the goal, the first racing clear of the visitors' high line and then coming in to deny the fingertips of keeper Agivic Yamashita, turning the ball onto the post. Minutes later, Goodwin climbed above Rebecca Knapp at the back of the post to fund it a header off the crossbar. City controlled the proceedings for most part, spurning several chances to claim a second goal before half-time. The best came from the short dart on the byline before cutting back and was cleared before Niedermeyer could turn it home. London City began the second half in an identical fashion at first, pushing high and targeting the space behind opposition right back Kerolin Copperjax. Indeed, they fashioned 2 golden chances before pulling level. Good win, but captain Kerolin has only blazed over Wasabi Sangari at has a close range, blocked by brilliant defensive recovery from eventual winner match winner Shaw. The defeat leaves City, London City, 8th place in the points for the Champions League. Yeah, that's London City. Okay, it's all about London City. It is the BBC, London based. Man City showed a mark of champions. The relief was palpable among the City players and the staff when the full-time whistle blew at the Copperjax stadiums. The London City had put up an almighty test, but the London club almighty test. But the league leaders had somehow found a way to come through. They had put under the significant pressure for a large amount, with some London City almost matching them. Oh God, is that London City? Oh, first time I read this, by the way. All of them matching them for every markable attacking metric. Man City extra shots on target, 4 in the Lionesses, 3 provide the differences. But of course, it was a talisman, Bunny Shaw, who popped up with the winner at the time before kicking it away. With the champions Chelsea slumping to a home defeat to Arsenal on Saturday, the City knew the win would extend their sizable lead to the top. And if it took every bit of grit and resilience and winning mentality they had forged this season under Jägerlitz to make this happen. In doing so, they had all but matched Chelsea's start to their winning tackle season campaign last term. City had 12 wins and a defeat and only 1 defeat from the opening 13 games against lucky Chelsea, and they were lucky for opening game. Chelsea had 12 wins and 1 draw. Christ. Both London City and Man City created big chances on Sunday. Big chance Sunday. The visitors both took their. This is what champions do. Okay. So after the London Lionesses loving by the BBC there. So for instance, again, no, unbelievable. The London City did play well. They did play well. What's it called? But my Christ, etc. Talk about the London City loving. Okay, so for instance. I put my player ratings on my thumbnail on Facebook. If you want to see it, for instance, basically what's called very similar to some of these. I didn't agree with what the BBC was saying. They've got Wiedemeyer, what's it called, at 7.82 as their player of the match. Me personally, I had Kerolin at my player of the match. She got an 8 plus for me, and but Wiedemeyer and Hemp. Also, for instance, we have sort of some very, very good defensive display as well. So nobody deserves 6. So they got 6.23 for Blinken Brown. I don't think she deserves that. I think she deserves a bit more. Anyway, so let's go over to the Manchester City website and get a bit more clarity. Let's get a bit more happiness. You know, we've had enough of listening to BBC London mentality. Andree Jägerlitz mentality. Talking about mentality, to power through the game and get through hard-fought wins against London City was something to be proud of. The Blues secured their last game. Yep, it extends the City's unbeaten win. Yep, I know. Also had full overflowing of Chelsea's again. Going 9 points clear, he said it meant so much for the course of the league title and points that. There's one thing, there's also the mentality of the group. Exactly. There's 2 things in life what you need, right? I keep stressing this. You know me, understand me, especially when I'm now living in Thailand and the trials and tribulations of living in Thailand, as well as living overseas, is that the 2 things that you need most of all is your physical health and your mental health. I went out for a lovely long run today, another 20k run today. I've been out for a nice swim and do some yoga on the beach. Mentality, physicality, whatever, it always goes together. So yeah, if you got those right, you're well on course to having a good, happy life. The Blues also showed their ability to push through and find their way despite play going against us. This is how we win the league. That's how if you're not on top, we'll miss some easy passes. we're not timed in the press. The team was always a little bit too long. The team will challenge us, and that's why it's a fantastic, fascinating league, Secretary Egglets. All teams are good, and London City are definitely a team to count on for the future, and makes the win even bigger, because it meant that much. No matter what, we're the ones here after the game, and we're saying, we're winning 2-1. Yeah, absolutely superb. Really happy. Yeah. So really, for the girls, and for what happened, and listening to Bunny and for instance Kerolin at the end, for instance, in their interview, they're very modest, with Kerolin, Bunny saying, well, yeah, we've got games to play, and for instance, we're very happy at the moment. Again, for instance, it was called Bounce Back Weekend this week, and I called for both teams, City men and City ladies, the fact that we both had needed to bounce back. City men after their defeat in Norway, also against the Rags, and also the ladies, defeat against midweek against Chelsea. So I had every confidence the ladies would actually do it, and and they did, and they never let me down. So, for instance, I knew it was going to be cruel. I know it was London. I know it's the BBC, the London-based biased media, for instance, but I think they've got to come to a credit, for instance, on how well we played and what kind of squad we've got. And I listened to the Shades of Blue, the guys, they do American guys, and they were talking about Sam Coffey, because she had her debut today and yesterday, for instance, and saying what a great player she will, they were saying that she's going to replace Blinksdale Brown. She's that good, she's really good, and they were praising her very much. So, and they were very happy, because they're big City fans, that she came to Manchester City. So she says she's going to do great for City. They do a great podcast, those guys. They're in different parts of America, etc., but they come together because they love the WSL, and but they love the WSL over the Man City, but also over the American football, which I was quite surprised. I asked them about that. But yeah, so it was good. But we can only be happy and delighted. And again, we've got Chelsea at the weekend, which is going to be a massive game. But being 9 points clear at this stage is just superb. And we're still in the FA Cup, so we can still win 2 trophies. But bringing the WSL back to the Josie Stadium will be absolutely fantastic for the future of the club, and we deserve it. I think we've just been unlucky, and again, lucky Chelsea again, for instance, winning the game midweek against City. We were the better team by far, and they just got a lucky goal from City's defending a corner cross. And what's good in the first match in the WSL, etc. I thought 2-1, and I thought City were the better team, but lucky Chelsea seemed to get the goal. So, and what we need to do is build a distance between us and Chelsea. To say, even though we might slip up one game or blah blah blah, that for instance, they're not going to get sneaked back in. And with 9 points clear now, and the fact that Chelsea's now dropped points now in Arsenal, they've dropped points in the Liverpool, and dropped points against Everton. And where Man City have actually gone to these places and won. We've got a good strength in depth. We've got a good spirit amongst the girls. We've got players returning, Mary Fowler, etc., and Sydney, etc., coming back. And we've got a great coach, etc. A good Swedish thinking man's coach. I lived in Sweden Scandinavia for 10 years, mostly Denmark. But I've been to Sweden. I know a lot of Swedish people. Know what they're like, and they think here. And we got a thinker, calm man who thinks. And I think he's got harmony in the squad, and he's getting the deserves we deserve. the results we deserve. So really happy. So well done, ladies. Congratulations. What's it called? Getting to go 9 points clear. Tough game yesterday. A good bounce back from the defeat against lucky Chelsea. And let's kick on to the weekend, etc. And hopefully on Sunday that we can go 12 points clear, and we can get our revenge on lucky Chelsea, and it'll go for us, because again last season I remember losing out to lucky Chelsea in the League Cup as well, and and the last thing I want to do is and the Champions League. So we just need to get to get on top of this damn team. So yeah, right guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to drink my milk in celebration to what the ladies have done, and I'll speak to you soon before the game against Chelsea at the weekend, and see what Andree's had to say. And I hope for on Monday morning, etc. I will be speaking another carton of milk in celebration of us going 12 points clear of Chelsea. Sorry, Cap.